must be at least a century old. Looks like the owner has an alluring hobby. These dolls are nothing special. Except for the big ones at the back. Not counting the headless ones, of course. You should definitely take one of them for your private collection. Which one do you choose? Good choice. The image of Jesus, the doll with a thorny crown. Fascinating. What do we have here? A small brown bag. And it's not just any bag. It's Benedek's bag. So you have to ask yourself why it was hidden here. What's inside?
I haven't checked the whole floor yet. My Bible should be here. Only one person slept in this bed last night. I can't breathe. It smells so sickening. Just old clothes. And nothing but mold in them. Who keeps a heap of dissected frogs in his house? I'll have to find a key first. This makes me wonder, are all the creations in this house a consequence of someone's imagination or experience? The manuscript of Luca Tomini, Codex Niva, Goldin, Heart of Pagubitse? I've never heard of these works. It's an unfinished painting of what looks to be like a mother and a child. Miniatures of strangely shaped white people. Strange. These are not books, just blank covers with no names and no numbers. My Bible doesn't seem to be among them. I've never seen this woman, but I feel like I know her from somewhere. It's not a pleasant feeling, though. Is this supposed to be a family tree? The painting is stained, but the sinister gaze of the man is still clearly noticeable. Is that a giant heart? A grieving man with a forehead full of horror. It reminds me of a man I haven't seen for a while. One day he just stopped attending our church. I haven't checked the whole... The eyes give her a frog-like bristle. The vastness of the woods is terrifying. Ugh. Just old... A heap of dead... Is this supposed... I like it as it is. The door is locked. The door is... Was he telling me the truth? He did. It's completely empty. Why would Victoria take all of his belongings? It doesn't make any sense. Victoria! Nikolay, what's happening? I'd better check. That window is right above the front door. Liar said he'd call me. Nikolay! Wait! I have to stop him. That's my bag. How did it get on the floor? The inside is all wet, slimy. My rosary is here, and so is my pen. But everything else is gone. Nikolay must have known the whole time where my bag was. Which means he has my Bible as well. Or it's Victoria who has it. I didn't turn her against him. It was Nikolay who turned Victoria against me. Maybe it's all part of a wicked plot against me. All she had to do was drag me to this place and put me on the stage like a puppet. And now they are just pulling the strings. They make me sleep in this house. They take my Bible and hide my bag. She disappears, and now... And now he's doing the same. Nikolay is trying to disappear. They're withered and woven all over the fence. They probably surround the whole house like a cursed crown. Nikolay!
I was checking something.
Really? On the ground, between the leaves, and behind the house. Stop this madness. Who's there?
Calm down.
Why are you doing this to me?
Benedek, listen to me.
No, I've listened to your lies in the house. Now you should listen to me.
All right. I'm all ears.
It's clear to me that what the two of you are doing goes way back, months before this damn journey.
What are you talking about?
Let me explain. How would you describe this town? Would you say it's a hidden gem in the mountains?
Well, it is alluring, isn't it?
To whom? The gem in the mountains were her words. That's how Victoria tried to convince me to go on this journey with the two of you. And when I refused, what did she do? She went to my superior, Father Imre, and claimed Sveti Kotar is a work of God. She convinced him, so I had to go. But I never believed those words. And God knows I was right to do so. We all saw the truth the moment we arrived in this town.
You mean the ritual on the square? I found it fascinating.
Where's my Bible?
Again with this question? You must have lost it somewhere. But don't worry, you can probably get a new one in town.
I don't want a new one. I want exactly that Bible, because it is mine. It was given to me by my father. And no one else except me is allowed to carry it, or even just touch it. Not my sister, not you, not even Father Imre.
I know. Calm down. Victoria told me this a long time ago.
This journey, this house, the disappearances, it's all part of your wicked plot against me.
A plot against you. Can you hear yourself? I'm starting to believe Victoria was right to have doubts about your health.
So this is what this journey is all about. You want to make me look crazy, put me in a mental institution.
You got it all wrong. Calm down.
Wrong? You knew the whole time where my bag was. Did Victoria hide my Bible there and then you just grabbed it on your way out? I found something slimy in my bag. Did you drool while stealing my stuff, or was it her?
Benedek.
And where is she? Is she hiding in the woods? Do you know? Of course you do. She must have told you that I cannot leave this town without her. So why is she hiding from me? Because she knows I can't leave without her, and this just prolongs the agony of being in this damned place. And that's exactly what's going on here. You want to torment me as long as you can. So what you do to be sure I won't leave on my own? You steal my documents from the bag. But you know, before we left, I made her swear on our parents' graves that she would have to take me back to Budapest immediately if I decided so. So no, I'm not crazy. Are the two of you done with me now? Does she need to desecrate our parents' remains?
You certainly made a point here. I wouldn't say you're crazy, but you got it all wrong. How about I tell you what really happened?
You expect me to believe you after everything that has happened?
We were robbed, Benedek. When I woke up, my first thought was that you and Victoria stole all my stuff, including my morphine. Then I went down and found your bag behind the dolls. Unlike my own, yours wasn't empty.
So I was right. Victoria put the Bible inside, and you...
No. The only things I found in there are a pen, a rosary, and this.
Are those human eyes? You're the one who's crazy here.
30 pig's eyes inside a pig's bowel. Horrible, I agree, but that's why your bag was so slimy.
This is insane. He's lying, and now that he's come closer, I can notice an unpleasant, musty smell on him.
I believe it's what the perpetrator left to mock us. After stealing our stuff, he obviously had a need to leave a mark of his deed.
And who's supposedly our perpetrator?
The owner of the tavern, of course.
Why would a man who waited a whole day just to give us the keys of the house do such a thing? And why would he take everything but my rosary and a pen?
I guess because it's the same man who left a dozen of pig's eyes in your bag.
I don't know where he got this bowel, but this story is ridiculous. So how do you explain Victoria's missing bag then? If that man robbed us without taking our bags, where is hers?
Maybe Victoria took it with her.
I noticed that the blanket on your bed is wrinkled only on one side. Confess, Victoria didn't sleep at all last night. She took her time to do everything you plotted together, and then she disappeared.
Enough with this crazy idea that this is all about you! I don't know where Victoria is. When I woke up, she wasn't there.
The smell on Nikolay, I just realized. It's the same odor of the wardrobe upstairs. These clothes he's wearing are not his. He must have taken them.
I'm going to get all of our stuff back. Don't worry. You just stay here and wait for Victoria.
What? Wait, no, you shouldn't. Is he going to meet her in town? Or perhaps she's hiding in the woods and waiting for me to leave. What should I do?
I have to move. I need my morphine. What do you want?
I'm going with you.
Think about your sister. If you follow me, once she comes back, she'll find an empty house.
We can leave a note.
What about your Bible?
That's what I've been asking you from the moment you saw me today. Where is it?
So, you really don't have it. You're not as methodical as I thought you were.
What are you trying to say?
Your Bible's in the cabinet upstairs. I didn't touch it. I swear.
Where? How would you know if you didn't put it there?
I was searching for my pills. I found it among that pile of frogs.
Why didn't you tell me until now?
I thought you found it after I went downstairs. It's all right. Just go take it, and then we can leave together.
You should have said something. If that is the truth, if it's really there, you desecrated it by leaving it among those carcasses. That pile is the only place I didn't search. I have to be sure he's not lying this time.
Benedek! Don't make me wait too long!
I've heard this dreaded sound too many times in my life. Frogs and more. I didn't touch them before. How did they fall out? There's something buried beneath. It looks like it must be... my Bible. This would never have happened if... Decided to come in? Nikolay? For God's sake, answer me! I must get out of here before it's too late. What do you want? I don't know if that was Nikolay. It's so dark in there. Trying again to disappear? I cannot stay in this house. I have to go into town and try to find Victoria. Maybe that was her. Maybe it was Nikolay. Or maybe it was a stranger. God, I don't know. I don't know what's happening, but I have to leave. I'd need a key to see what's hiding behind it. What was Nikolay doing here? Just leaves. Stirred, thrown aside, piled. My identity document. And Nikolay's too. Maybe he hid everything here. It doesn't make any sense. Why would he hide our documents here? Why his own? Someone just moved from that window. They might have seen who entered the house. Maybe they have some information about Victoria. I have to ask. A dead tree with an engraving. The owner doesn't seem to care. I can't. It felt like my spine was going to burst out of my back. The graveyard of the house. It's pitch black down there. It's dark and bare. In the back room, I can see just some sheet-covered furniture, bathed in dim candlelight. It's held by a small angel and filled with the stench of death. There's a piece of rotting flesh inside this. It looks just like the one on the other side of the door. This one is holding a withered plant. Nothing to see here. Just darkness. you don't mind me trying to lift up your beautiful angel, it shouldn't be left neglected like that. We arrived last night. You probably heard us. A woman and I had a loud quarrel in front of the neighboring house. I'm looking for her. At some point after we arrived, maybe even during the night, she left the house and hasn't returned. Have you seen that woman? Maybe she never left, I don't know. Living so close, I suppose you visit the woods often? Ever venture in? Is it safe? Did you see anyone going into the woods a short time ago? I didn't want to pester you. This was a mistake. I apologize. I should never... I'm not going back there. If that was her in the house, maybe I should just try to draw her out. Is that what you had in mind when you said... What did you call this journey? Ah, yes. A gift for the soul and the mind. Now I understand what you meant. You want me to go insane. Put me away in an institution for life. But why? Hiding in the shadows won't do any good for anyone. Come out and talk to me. Do you wonder how our parents feel now? True. Father always detested you, so I doubt he's surprised. But Mother, didn't she suffer enough in life? By doing this, you're torturing everyone. Not just me. Nothing. Just silence. I should leave. I should leave. And so I descended into the valley of the shadow of death, oblivious of what this decision meant. Meanwhile, Nikolay was already walking there.
She was right. This town really is a hidden gem. One that should have been buried so deeply as to never been found. Well, we're here now, so let's hear what our perpetrator has to say. A priest with a dagger in his hand.
The inscription says it's even Kotar, the patron saint of the town, who lived from 1159 to 1218.
Everything that's left of that tall figure, the inhabitants set on fire last night. Have no intention to peek inside like a lunatic. Have no time to wander aimlessly through empty spaces. Have no reasons to go in there. You should go into the tavern.
Oh, hello there.
Hello, lady. You should go into the...
Souvenirnica Lamniak.
Indistinct children's voices are coming from wherever this path leads to. Should go and take a look later, after the tavern. Not going. Strange lamp. It has an unusually long hook. They all portray the same person, with a distinctive small-sized head, hidden behind a thick layer of mist. Given the situation, you might need it.
Leave it.
The only thing that makes this place look barely decent. A mock-up of a strange tree with red spiked leaves and upward branches. It was poorly embalmed, as several parts have already started to decay. A woman's portrait? Hard to tell. Can you hear me? A set of butchering knives, poorly cleaned and partly rusted. Right in front of his eyes. There are several slips of paper in the fissures between bricks. Let's read one. Voices are louder, shadows have forms. Oh God, have mercy on me, for I fear the thing that possesses me. Fascinating. Is this a wall of prayers? Daver.
Hey, Nikolay. Welcome to my tavern.
A nice place you have here. Congratulations.
Told you. You should have come in last night.
I'm curious. Do you consider yourself a taxidermist?
A what?
Taxidermist. A person who preserves dead animals for the purpose of being put on display.
Oh, no. It's because of that head over there. No. That's just an exception. I loved that pig.
So that one had the privilege of a quick death.
He died of natural causes. Why?
Do you remember telling me last night about your procedure? You vividly described the sounds, the scents, the images.
Now that you mention, I recall saying something, but it's what I do. Gotta feed the guests.
Fair enough. And how do you feed yourself?
With love from people of this friendly community. What do you think?
No nightly hunting activities?
Oh, be our guest. Wait for the night and then go into the woods. Hear the silence and hunt the nothingness.
But you were taking a nap when I arrived, and you looked tired. Suppose you didn't get much sleep last night.
Wrong presumption, my friend. I went to bed the moment you left. You know, the wine we had and all. Why are you asking all these strange questions?
I'm just worried about you. Let me show you something. I think you'll find it interesting.
What's that?
I'm the one who should be confused here. Why the number 30? Does it have a special meaning? Those eyes are the only proof I have. You see, someone took everything we had and left 30 pig's eyes in one of our bags.
Unbelievable. How did this happen?
The coward who did that took advantage of the night.
You don't say.
And he knew we were heavily dazed by the wine you gave us. Must have watched us the whole time on the square.
But your wife didn't drink at all. She said it tasted like human blood. She didn't see him?
I wasn't aware that she didn't drink the wine. Maybe she saw him. I don't know yet. Do you have any idea who our guy might be?
Oh, I don't. No, people around here are hungry, weak, misguided. It could be anyone. Even the priest. Especially the priest.
I think it could be someone who collects pig's eyes.
You think?
The procedure you described last night. I can't get it out of my head.
Which part exactly?
All of it. The agonizing shrieks, the scent of liquids, the images of piles of gouged eyes. How can you enjoy that?
What can I say? The more they suffer, the better the food. Is that the reason? Why are you worried about me?
No, not really. What worries me is the peculiar coincidence that both the perpetrator and you knew about our impaired condition and the house we were staying. And you both have a very particular fixation for pig's eyes.
What are the odds?
Do you think he could return? Do something terrible to us this time?
Definitely.
He surely must be aware that I and my brother-in-law are in the service of God.
So? Not everyone's part of the herd. Or are you saying that because you believe, God will help you?
No, but you can.
You should leave now.
Can you help me find my morphine? We can do just fine without the rest of our stuff.
If you value your lives, leave. If not, stay. Take your chances. You know, like our prophet always says.
This town's hanging loosely on the edge of hell.
Moise, there you are. Thought you were still crawling your way up from the grave.
Your friend here interrupted that.
Oh yeah, he surely said a lot of disturbing things. He even thought I'm a taxidermist because of your crippled state.
That is not the truth.
God has taken away many things, but hearing is not one of them. You mind if I take over? I can help him.
Sure, if you say so.
So, how can you help me?
You first.
I don't understand. First me what?
What's so special about that morphine of yours?
Don't you know already? Aren't you a prophet?
I am. But I want to hear it from you. See if you deserve my help.
I have these headaches. It's like storms.
See, that's a lie.
I'm having one from the moment I woke up. It's unbearable. It's frightening. But I keep it to myself.
Still not the truth. But what I really asked is, why do you want exactly those pills?
I'm not a local. Where would I find morphine in this, like you call it, place at the edge of hell?
Nikolay, what's so special about them? I want to know that.
My wife gave them to me.
Ah, finally some truth.
And the pouch where they were placed in. I need both back.
What if she's the perpetrator? You said it yourself. You didn't know that she didn't drink the wine. Maybe you don't know.
No, that's not possible. She wouldn't... Are you going to help me or not?
Like I said, you first.
I already told you what you wanted to know.
That was nothing. First, you help me, and then I'll help you.
How do I do that?
By doing something.
And you have an idea who our perpetrator is? It shouldn't be hard.
Let's say I might use the elimination method to get to it.
What do you want?
The truth about October 28th.
That was yesterday. Is this about my wife? Again?
No. It's about what this town did and is still doing. What did you see last night on the square?
You tell me. What was that?
The locals say it's a celebration of life. I say it's a centuries-old celebration of lies.
Celebration of lies?
Patience. You'll get to it. Go out and find out all you can about October 28th.
You want me to ask people what they know? Why, if all they know are lies?
Correct. You'll show me that lie, and then I'll tell you the truth. And only then I'll tell you what really happened last night.
Who should I ask?
Anyone. People around here know more about the town's past than their own present.
Why don't you tell me the truth?
You have to learn the lie first. Merit my help.
I'll do it. Don't you move. It won't take me long.
Remember, the truth is always painful. Sometimes even